Hello and welcome to another one of those elusive and rare episodes of In the Spire. And today I did my utmost to make the sound peaceful and calming, and you can probably hear what sounds like water running. That's actually honey, this is my wax melter based on a steam maker thing used to remove wallpaper. And what happens in this, what happens in this barrel is that the steam melts the wax on old combs and there's still honey in them. The reason behind that is that last year we had a good honey year, and there was also towards the end of the season, and yes, I'm spinning again, that's probably my MO. So near the end of the season we had the additional harvest of a very special honey that has a special kind of sugar in it, which makes it harden inside the comb. That's bad because then you can't spin it to get it out of there. And I had a number of boxes with this kind of honey, and there are, at least I've been told that there are ways to put it back into into circulation, basically to have the bees gnaw it out and mull it through once more, and then you could probably get some usable honey from it. And now I stopped, which is surprising. But the problem here was that wax moths got into the boxes, and they enjoy eating wax, but they also enjoy weaving nets and laying eggs. So I don't feel comfortable putting these combs back into a beehive for fear of having an infestation of wax moths. I've had enough of those in my time. And so I'm, as you saw, I'm melting them, and I'm moving away from the noise a little. So I'm melting them, but the problem is the honey that's in there, it's coming out. Yeah, but it has been treated to wax moth. I don't know whether they do any harm, but it's probably not the most hygienic or healthy or whatever. Also, it has been heated to 100 degrees Celsius, which pretty much kills anything healthy about it. So I don't know what I'll do with it. I probably shouldn't put too much into the compost for fear of attracting colonies of ants, but we already swallowed my tongue. We already have colonies of ants in the garden, so it's probably not that bad, but that's one thing that's going on here. And my shop is still a mess, which is nothing new, but makes a kind of nice connection to the last every episode, basically. I did something, and that's moved there's my computer to there, and moved this sled over there that used to be here, right smack in front of this vertical drawer thing. I haven't gotten around to putting more in there, but that's also my MO. Anyway, for that I took down the air filter. I'm still mulling it over. I have this card here where there's my old PC in there for live streaming, which I haven't done in ages. Don't know whether I will do it again or find other ways to do that. But I thought about putting the air filter into this card here, roll it around, or have it mobile as a little workbench, but it's also of the same height as my table saw, so it might make a nice outfit table, although the shop is not deep enough, I guess, to accommodate this outfit table behind the table saw where it would make sense, or the most sense rather. But the idea is to put the air filter down there inside and either take it out to use it in dusty situations, maybe place it in a way to take the dust, to extract the dust where it happens, or leave it in there and cut windows out for the air to flow through. Other than that, here's my newest project, which is kind of silly in a way, so let's put it aside. And I still need to record the intro and outro for this video, so need some room. Here is something I did for the environment today. Found this at the local recycling yard, and they usually have a policy where you are not allowed to dig through the stuff and take things with you. But I asked nicely and I was allowed to take it. The light in there is broken. I haven't checked what this one costs, but either, well, I can use it without light, I think. I could get a new one, or I might add a LED strip. Oh, here's my hand. LED strip in there and a small power supply to use with the cable on there. So well, I'm happy about that. Another thing that I've been working on, let me swing around, are these. Those are for the beekeeping operation. Those are the bottoms of hives, and if you haven't seen it, started a while back, and I'm a couple of articles in. I started writing up the pretty much basics about beekeeping on my homepage. There are a number of articles about why you should keep bees, how to keep bees, and where to keep bees. And I'm also about to go into an article about the infrastructure, the boxes you need, and this is one part of this, and I made 10. And for that, a nice idea or tip is a bigger shot actually, but sorry. One thing I did is I made those before, so I have a set of all the parts that I need marked and with duct tape, and not that easy to hold with one hand, but I have that in the here at the back, so just in case I need to make one. And there has been an opportunity for me to expand my beekeeping operation at a local community garden, and I needed new bottoms for that. So I pulled out the master, you could say, and with that I could use the table saw, set the fence the way it needs to be. A neat thing I found was I could sort the pieces on the workbench depending on the length. For example, these two pieces have the same length. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, and there are 5 pieces of that particular length. So I could sort them through and then take the long boards on the saw, cut off a slice of that particular length and cut it to the pieces that I need. Make stacks with 10 or 20 or how many I need each. Like I said, that's what I made this past week. I also dug out a few tools in a fit of organization, which hasn't really finished, so it's not organized yet. But I had no idea that I had 2 irons. But I have, and I have needed one in ages. So we'll see about that. What I also did was kind of reclaim this corner of the shop, because when I built this large thing here, which holds trash and turning planks, a lot of them, and also the scrap box, the idea was that I use this space, but turns out I don't. It just filled up with trash, and now I'm considering taking this thing and putting it flat against the wall, giving me more open space. Anyway, I just thought I'd mention that again. What I meant to say was I thought I'd check in again. At this point you probably noticed, and if you haven't, you know now, that I started doing videos in German again, which is not to say, as someone commented, that I'm trying to maintain 2 channels where I can barely get to 1. It's not that much more work for me to translate the voiceover that I write anyway, and do that in German and edit that to the video already cut to the English one. There's some portions where English is shorter, others where German is quicker, so I'll probably get the hang of that. But newest video will be out soon, I hope, but I still haven't managed to get my time management in a manageable fashion. That didn't sound right, but you probably caught the gist of it. thank you for what. Oh, I also want to mention, because today I booked the flight, I will be at Maker Central in May, and I'm a little, well, I haven't flown in a while, for one. Part excited, part, the word escapes me, but it'll be interesting. Also because I wish I could have been more active in the community and in the scene, or whatever you want to call it in general, coming up to the event, but, well, fun will be had either way. Anyway, I will cut this short now, and it's not short, so I'll just cut this. Thank you for watching, and as always, remember to be inspired.